Hello and welcome back. I'm Representative Emily Gise, representing House District 90, South Oklahoma City. This week starts the transition from the Senate bills that have passed the Senate floor coming over to the House, and the House bills that passed on the House floor going over to the Senate. So I sent 6 bills over to the Senate, and I have 6 bills coming over from the Senate that I'm working on. So I am honored to work on some very important topics such as anti-Semitism. We are seeing anti-Semitic incidences rise 565% on college campuses. So this is a very critical issue that we need to address. 2/3 of those incidences happen in states that have not codified a definition for anti-Semitism. We cannot combat, but we cannot define. So I'm very honored to work on a piece of legislation that codifies the definition for anti-Semitism based on the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, IHRA definition, which is used by 1,100 organizations, 31 countries, 37 states, including Texas, Tennessee, and Arkansas, and 3 presidents have codified this definition. So this is very critical work that I believe we must have in statute. We cannot combat what we cannot define. And by codifying this definition, this non-legally binding definition in statute, it creates a proactive framework where we can identify what is anti-Semitic hate speech and what isn't. The anti-Semitic bills that I have the pleasure of working on are Senate Bill 991 and Senate Bill 942. And both of those have passed out of House subcommittees. So I'm honored to carry those pieces of legislation. They'll go now to the oversight committees where they'll be heard. And then once they've passed, they will move to the House floor where we will have a vote. Another piece of critical legislation that I'm working on is Senate Bill 677, which helps create more transparency around credit card purchases in the state. House Bill 1607 has recently gained quite a bit of attention and support from the governor and the Speaker of the House in a recent press release. This bill ensures transparency around state contracts. Right now, state contracts are, there's not much transparency around that. When I've asked many different agency heads how many contract employees they have and what the pay is and how competitive it is compared to their full-time employees, it's an area that I've received answers with quite a bit of ambiguity. And so this is an area that we want to increase transparency. And so I'm delighted to see that the governor has an executive order now that this specific area of state contracts is going to have some increased transparency and accountability. And the House passed that with 94 yeas and 0 nays. So that bill is now moving over to the Senate, and we're seeing immense support. So I'm very excited to champion that level of transparency and accountability when it comes to our state agencies and the FTEs that they have. It's been a busy week this week, as always, and I've done some really fun things in the district. Tonight, I have a legislative roundtable where we'll be speaking with some PTA members from some of the schools in District 90. And so I'm excited to speak with some of the parents who are advocates and learn about some of the issues or ideas that they may have. It's an incredible honor to serve you. Until next time.